Only in America. This is Brother Teacher. Only in America do we place emphasis on styles to the point where we separate ourselves from our fellow martial artists. What's your style? My style is better than your style. My system is better than your system. That competitive type of mentality. Is there something wrong with competition? Being a competitor? Oh no. In the proper venue, in the proper construct, it's okay. But we separate ourselves in the martial arts like they do in the church world. You know, various religions believe that they have the truth as it relates to salvation and God and who God is and what he requires of mankind. But I'm speaking concerning martial arts right now. Why is Thai boxing supposed to be better than karate, Muay Thai? Why is Kung Fu supposed to be better than Korean martial arts? Why is Japanese Okinawan karate supposed to be the poster child for every other art? Why do people think that Shotokan is better than Goju-Ryu or Shurei-Ryu or Shorin-Ryu, Wado-Ryu, Washin-Ryu? Why do we think this? Why do we think a boxer can't stand up against a karate guy, a karateka? Ego, pride. It's all ridiculous. It's all unnecessary. Those who truly know what martial arts is all about, they also know that martial arts has everything to do with humility, being humble. Some people say that they're humble, but saying it's not enough. You must live what you say you are. And people who really know what humility is, they know if you have it or not. It's supposed to be about honor and respect, loyalty, charity or love, compassion for your fellow man. That's what it's about. It's not about standing across the street looking at an opposing school saying that we can whip your tail because you don't train like us, or we can whip your tail because we're from such and such a school. We can whip your tail because we have a Chinese martial arts system and you have a Korean martial arts system. We can whip your tail because we were taught by a great grandmaster in our art. It's not even important. And the people that are making those allegations need to do some self-exploration, if you will. They need to take some inventory of who they really are and what they think they are. And they need to do some self-evaluation about what martial arts actually is, and they need to go back perhaps to the beginning. It's not about competing against your brother in another system of art. Most of us know that most of the martial arts system that came into existence existed and came into existence to defend a village, a farm, a oppressed people, an impoverished people against warlords, against a greater power, bullies, whomever. And it became more spiritual after a period of time. It's not based on your style is better than my style. I don't think my system of Jinido is better than anyone else. It is based or predicated on the individual's particular skill level or set of skill level. There are some people who say that my Aikido or Aikijitsu is supreme. My Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, for example, can beat anybody. Whatever your system is, doesn't make you better than anyone else. You are fooling yourself. Let me give you an example. Most people that study karate, they learn blocks, kicks, hand strikes, elbows, and perhaps some sweeps and throws, joint locks. And they're very comfortable with their art. Most people who study Aikido know it's based on circular motion and energy, inertia, kinetic energy, moving with your opponent, if you will, complementing your opponent. Most people who study Jiu-Jitsu and Judo know it's based on weight distribution and balance, effecting a throw, a takedown, a sweep, arm bar, a choke. But what happens when you're faced with a dog? Can you use Aikido techniques against a dog, a vicious dog, such as a Rottweiler, a Cane Corso, maybe a Great Dane, a German Shepherd? Where are your judo throws? Where's Ippon Senagi, Ogoshi, Tai-Toshi, Jujikatami? Can't use it because it was made for primarily a man. And the same is true with Kung Fu, same is true with all of the other arts, or at least the vast majority of the arts. I have to leave a small percentage in there for people who really do understand martial arts. Now let me say this. What I'm getting at is you must learn how to adapt. Whatever your martial arts style or system is, it has to cater to the person. Now, if your system is only based on certain limitations and it only works in certain circumstances, for example, if a person had one arm and they were studying judo, they've lost virtually most of all of the techniques because they have one arm. So are you going to say to that individual, you can't study judo, you can't study jiu-jitsu because you're missing your arm? Or is there something in place in your system, or are you intelligent enough and are you gifted enough as an instructor where you can say, we can adapt to your situation? Same thing is true with Kung Fu. If you're blind in one eye, missing 2 or 3 fingers, can you do a lot of the techniques? Aikido, can you do the same thing? If you have those limitations, what if I have 2 bad knees and a bad hip and a lower back? Are you going to deprive me of studying martial arts because your system cannot accommodate me? Are you getting my point, sir and ma'am? I am saying that we must learn that the art is not supposed to make the person. It's the person that makes the art. But a lot of times we want to have textbook techniques, and when we do our demonstrations, we want to put all of the people that are handicapped in the background while all of our top athletes are in the front so we can make a good showing for the audience. But is it really about that? Is it about, how well you look in public? Or is it about the person for real? Just something for you to think about. Please learn how to adapt, because there's always going to be someone who wants to study what you have, who wants to learn what you have, and they're bringing to the table what they have or what they don't have. Are you able to step up to the plate and give them what they need? This is Brother Teacher. I'll see you in the next video. So long.